Cleveland is considered the favorite. People are just connecting dots here. This isn't based on intel. This is based on the speculation game. But there's a storyline in it. You know, LeBron's in his hometown of Akron, hanging out with his high school teammates, including one, Brandon Weems, who is a front office executive for the Cavaliers right now. The Timberwolves, the Nuggets, that feel like they have legitimate chances, and the Nuggets are an especially intriguing situation for the simple fact that they have a three-time MVP in Nikola Jokic. They have the proven core of a championship team.
The whispers began months ago, but now they've erupted into a full-blown roar. LeBron James, the undisputed king, possibly eyeing a return to Cleveland. This isn't just a fantasy. It's a narrative gaining serious traction, backed by circumstantial evidence that feels almost too perfectly placed. Think about it. LeBron, a man meticulously in control of his image and his future, spending time in Akron, surrounded by his inner circle, including a key Cavaliers front office member. Is it just a coincidence? Or is it a carefully choreographed dance? A prelude to a stunning third act? The speculation game isn't just idle gossip. It's the currency of the NBA offseason, especially when LeBron is involved. Every move, every sighting, every whispered word becomes magnified. For the Lakers, this is an undeniable indictment. They brought LeBron to Hollywood for championships, for sustained excellence. Yet, here we are, facing the very real possibility of his departure. After years of roster instability and frustrating playoff exits, how do you recover from losing a player of LeBron's caliber, especially when he reportedly chooses his original franchise over your storied legacy? What does it say about the Lakers' appeal, their management, their very identity, that LeBron is reportedly looking to finish his career elsewhere? Is this simply a nostalgic swan song? Or does LeBron believe the Cavaliers, in their current iteration, offer a more stable, more competitive environment for his twilight years than the Lakers could ever hope to provide?
So I do think, in a lot of regards, there has to be a lot of urgency for Josh Kroenke and the Denver Nuggets to make a pitch to LeBron James to get him to join their franchise, because they're a team that needs to desperately...
The urgency in this clip is palpable. Josh Kroenke and the Denver Nuggets, despite their recent championship, desperately need to make a pitch to LeBron. Why? Because Western Conference supremacy is a fickle beast. One championship doesn't guarantee a dynasty, and the competition is relentless. This reveals a critical insight. Even champions feel the pressure, and adding LeBron James is seen as the ultimate accelerant. It's not just about winning, it's about staying at the top, solidifying their position. This sense of desperation, even from a top-tier franchise, underscores LeBron's immense value. He's not just a player, he's a transformative force, a guarantee of relevance and contention. For the Lakers, this entire conversation is a nightmare. While other franchises are actively scrambling, strategizing and feeling urgency to acquire LeBron, the Lakers are reportedly facing the prospect of losing him. The contrast couldn't be starker. It's a damning indictment of their inability to build a lasting contender around him, forcing other teams to see him as the missing piece to sustain or achieve greatness. Stephen A. would be screaming about the Lakers letting such a generational talent slip through their fingers, allowing him to become a piece for another team, rather than the untouchable core of their own. The very idea that a recent champion needs LeBron to maintain supremacy highlights the Lakers' failure to secure their own. What happens to a franchise when its biggest star leaves to help a rival dominate the conference? The gravitational pull of a guaranteed championship contender is always strong for LeBron James. And the Denver Nuggets, fresh off their own championship run, present an almost irresistible option. Imagine the dynamic. LeBron, the ultimate facilitator and scorer, playing alongside Nikola Jokic, the most unique passing big man the game has ever seen. The offensive possibilities are mind-boggling. This isn't just about winning a ring. It's about cementing an unparalleled legacy. LeBron adding another championship to his resume, especially with a new franchise and alongside a reigning MVP, would elevate his status even further. The allure of Denver is about pure, unadulterated basketball excellence. It's about a team that has already proven it can get the job done, a team with a clear identity and a winning culture. This scenario bypasses the emotional narrative of Cleveland for a colder, harder truth. LeBron wants to win, and he sees championship DNA in Denver. So if winning is the ultimate motivator, why wouldn't Denver be at the top of his list? How did the Lakers, with their historical prestige and market size, fail to create such an undeniable championship environment? The answer, for many, points to front office missteps, coaching carousel, and a general lack of cohesive vision. This isn't just about losing LeBron. It's about losing him to a rival that has built a winning machine with less inherent star power and less historical advantage. Is this a final desperate gambit for another ring? Or is it a calculated move to maximize his final years in the league by joining an already established dynasty?
He talked about how LeBron loves Tyrese Maxey, how he could help VJ Edgecombe understand the game. Jaylen Brown, he loves. He talked about how Embiid is health and habits, that LeBron would enhance everything and unlock everything in Philly.
Shifting gears, the Philadelphia 76ers enter the chat as another intriguing destination. This clip delves into the specific basketball fit, highlighting LeBron's appreciation for Tyrese Maxey, his potential mentorship for VJ Edgecombe, and his admiration for Jaylen Brown. Crucially, it touches on Joel Embiid's health and habits, and how LeBron could enhance everything and unlock everything in Philly. This isn't just a collection of talent, it's a strategic alliance. LeBron, a basketball savant, sees the puzzle pieces and believes he can complete the picture, not just with star power, but with his unique ability to elevate everyone around him. For the Lakers, this is yet another blow. It demonstrates that LeBron isn't just looking for any contender. He's looking for a specific type of fit, a roster with high upside that he can mold and perfect. The idea that Philly offers such a compelling basketball ecosystem, one where LeBron can unlock everything, makes the Lakers struggle to maximize his talent even more glaring. Why couldn't the Lakers put together a complementary cast that inspires this level of confidence from LeBron? The implication is that Philly, with its younger stars and clearer organizational direction, presents a more appealing project for LeBron's final championship chase. Stephen A. would absolutely crucify the Lakers for their inability to match such a compelling basketball vision, allowing another Eastern Conference powerhouse to potentially snatch their fading superstar. What does it mean when other franchises are seen as more fertile ground for LeBron's genius? The Nuggets' perceived urgency to land LeBron, even after winning a title, is a stark reminder of the cutthroat nature of the NBA. In a league where parity is a myth, and dynasties are built on rare, generational talent, securing LeBron James is the ultimate cheat code. It's not just about talent, it's about the attention, the leadership, the sheer force of will he brings. Denver understands this. They know that to remain at the pinnacle, you seize every opportunity to elevate your roster. This mentality stands in stark contrast to what many perceive as the Lakers' complacency or mismanagement in maximizing LeBron's tenure. While Denver is plotting its next move to dominate, the Lakers are reportedly watching their cornerstone consider other options. The thought of LeBron joining forces with a Western Conference rival like the Nuggets isn't just a loss, it's a direct upgrade for a competitor, a redistribution of power that further diminishes the Lakers' standing. It's a painful realization that LeBron's ultimate loyalty isn't to a jersey or a city, but to the pursuit of greatness, wherever that may lead him. And right now, many believe that path leads away from the purple and gold. The question isn't just if LeBron leaves, but who he leaves for. And every contender makes the Lakers look worse. This isn't just a simple free agency decision, it's a strategic geopolitical move within the NBA. Who will ultimately secure the King's services, and what will be the lasting repercussions for those left behind, especially the Lakers, who failed to retain him.
It all comes back to Cleveland for me, because while there's a high reward and a high risk in other places, with Cleveland, it's really a win-win no matter what. If he goes to Philly and he wins there, that enhances his legacy in a huge way. You've won at every step of your career.
This segment delivers a powerful justification for the Cleveland return. It's a win-win, no matter what. The speaker articulates that while other destinations, like Philly, offer high reward and a high risk, Cleveland guarantees a positive outcome regardless of on-court success. Winning in Philly would be huge for his legacy, proving he can win at every stop. This captures the essence of LeBron's complex decision-making process. Is it about chasing the absolute highest peak, or securing the most comfortable, emotionally resonant landing. The win-win argument for Cleveland is a potent one, suggesting that even if he doesn't win another title there, the sheer celebration of his career and his final chapter in his home state would be enough. For the Lakers, this is the ultimate slap in the face. Their tenure with LeBron is implicitly labeled as high reward and high risk, a path he might no longer be willing to take. The idea that Cleveland offers a risk-free, celebratory conclusion highlights the pressure and scrutiny he faced, and perhaps still faces, in Los Angeles. It suggests the burden of expectation in LA became too heavy, or that the win aspect was too often overshadowed by the risk of failure. Stephen A. would emphasize how the Lakers, with their constant drama and inability to build a consistent contender, drove LeBron to seek a safer, more appreciative, and ultimately more fulfilling conclusion back home. What does it say about a franchise when its biggest star views a return to his original, smaller market team as a win-win compared to the high-stakes gamble of staying in Hollywood?
LeBron James then becomes a dynasty unto himself. He's not part of a dynasty, he is a dynasty. And that line has been rattling around in my head. But if he goes back to Cleveland, whether he wins or not, it's a celebration of him. It's a celebration of his career. It's a celebration of 10 years ago where he delivered on the promise to bring a championship back to Cleveland.
This clip delivers one of the most profound statements of the entire discussion. LeBron James then becomes a dynasty unto himself. He's not part of a dynasty, he is a dynasty. This elevates the conversation beyond mere team allegiance to a singular force shaping the league. The idea that a return to Cleveland, win or lose, becomes a celebration of him, a farewell tour wearing the laundry that we most closely associate him with, is a testament to his unparalleled individual impact. This isn't about team success, it's about a man's individual journey and ultimate recognition. For the Lakers, this is an absolute obliteration of their aspirations. If LeBron leaves and solidifies his personal dynasty in Cleveland, it means his time in LA, despite a championship, was merely a chapter, not the defining epic. It implies the Lakers failed to integrate him into their own dynastic narrative, instead becoming a backdrop for his individual saga. The thought that his most iconic laundry will always be the Cavaliers jersey must sting. It signifies that for all the glitz and glamour, the Lakers couldn't quite capture his ultimate essence. Stephen A. would tear apart the Lakers' inability to make LeBron part of a dynasty in LA, letting him walk away to become a dynasty unto himself elsewhere. The narrative of 10 years ago, where he delivered on the promise to bring a championship back to Cleveland, is a constant, lingering reminder of his loyalty elsewhere. What does it say about a franchise when its greatest star, even after winning a title, sees his ultimate legacy defined by his relationship with another team? The win-win narrative for Cleveland isn't just about basketball, it's about life, legacy, and emotional closure. It represents a potential return to simplicity, a shedding of the immense pressure that comes with playing in Los Angeles. LeBron James has nothing left to prove in terms of individual accomplishments or championships. His career is already etched in granite. So the idea of returning to Cleveland for a triumphant farewell tour, bathed in the love and adoration of his hometown, is incredibly powerful. It's a storybook ending, a narrative perfectly crafted for future generations. It's a celebration of his journey, from local prodigy to global icon, culminating where it all began. This emotional pull, however, is precisely what underscores the Lakers' predicament. They are losing not just a player, but a narrative. They are losing the opportunity to be the final chapter, the ultimate destination for a legend. Instead, they risk becoming a footnote, another stop on a multi-team journey. The high risk in other places, including his current team, suggests a weariness, a desire for a different kind of challenge that doesn't solely hinge on winning a trophy. This is a subtle yet devastating blow to the Lakers' ego. It suggests that even the allure of Hollywood, the bright lights, and the historic franchise could not provide the peace and fulfillment that Cleveland now offers. What does it mean for a franchise when its greatest player seeks an emotional, risk-free exit rather than a competitive, high-stakes one?
Maybe Cleveland, despite being in the Eastern Conference Finals last year, is not yet. Maybe it's the year after. Maybe he looks at a team, like CC mentioned, like Denver, or you mentioned like Philly, or Minnesota, or even Miami, and he looks at it, or Golden State, and says, I have a better shot of winning there because of the structure of the...
Here's where the narrative takes a sharp turn. The challenge to the assumption of only one more year. The speaker suggests that Cleveland might not yet be the final stop, that it could be the year after. LeBron might be looking at teams like Denver or Philly or Minnesota or even Miami or Golden State and thinking, I have a better shot of winning there because of the structure of the team. And crucially, Cleveland will always be there for me. This is a masterstroke of strategic thinking, revealing LeBron's ultimate leverage. He knows his worth, he knows his options, and he knows his hometown will always welcome him back. For the Lakers, this is a particularly painful truth. It implies that if LeBron does leave, it's not necessarily for a final retirement tour, but for another, more competitive championship run. He's not settling, he's actively seeking the best competitive environment. The idea that Cleveland is a safe option, a fallback that will always be there, dismisses any urgency for him to return immediately, especially if a stronger contender emerges. Stephen A. would use this to highlight the Lakers' failure to provide a better shot of winning compared to a multitude of other franchises, effectively rendering their current situation unappealing. The idea that Cleveland is a destination he can always return to effectively takes away any immediate pressure to go there, and instead opens up a world of competitive options that the Lakers clearly are providing. Is LeBron truly evaluating his options with a long-term strategy, keeping Cleveland as a guaranteed emotional return, while actively chasing one more ring with another contender? The notion of LeBron James as a dynasty unto himself is a powerful reframe of his entire career. It transcends team allegiances, historical rivalries, and even championship counts. It places him in a category of one, a player so dominant and impactful that his journey dictates the narrative, not the teams he plays for. A return to Cleveland, regardless of the outcome, would solidify this individual dynasty. It would be a poetic bookend, a triumphant homecoming for the greatest talent to ever emerge from that city. This narrative, while beautiful for LeBron and Cleveland, is a crushing blow to the Los Angeles Lakers. It implies that despite their efforts, they couldn't fully claim him as their own. They couldn't integrate him into their storied history in a way that truly defined his ultimate legacy. He remains, first and foremost, the kid from Akron, the man who brought a title to Cleveland. His LA chapter, while successful, becomes just one part of his dynasty, not the culmination. This is a profound statement on how even the most iconic franchises can struggle to fully absorb a generational talent. LeBron's career is a testament to his own agency, his own narrative control. And that narrative, it seems, is steering him back to Ohio. This isn't just about a player making a decision. It's about a legend dictating his own terms, writing his own ending, and in doing so, highlighting the limitations of even the most powerful NBA franchises. What kind of future awaits a franchise that fails to be the final, most impactful chapter for a player of LeBron's unparalleled influence?
And Cleveland will always be there for me. That's the other part of this that I don't think has been discussed. How many years left does he have? Why are we assuming, based on his numbers and based on the superhuman way in which he conditions himself, that it's only one more year? Nobody has said that. Nobody has said that. Cleveland can always be his last year, but are we sure this is his last year? In addition,
this segment hammers home the crucial point. Nobody has said that. Nobody has said that. The collective assumption of only one more year for LeBron is challenged directly, based on his numbers and superhuman way in which he conditions himself. This isn't just speculation. It's a critical reassessment of LeBron's career trajectory. The idea that Cleveland can always be his last year, but are we sure this is his last year, is a profound rhetorical question. It implies that his options are far more expansive than public discourse suggests. This perspective completely changes the stakes for the Lakers. If LeBron is nearing retirement, then his potential departure is not just a swan song, but a calculated move to extend his prime and his championship window elsewhere. It means he's not looking for a soft landing. He's looking for the next challenge, the next conquest. The fact that nobody has said that, he's only playing one more year, including LeBron himself, gives him immense leverage and flexibility. Stephen A. would decry the Lakers for not understanding or leveraging this longer timeline, for operating under a false assumption that limited their strategic planning. The idea that LeBron's physical condition allows him to play for several more years with championship aspirations makes his dissatisfaction with the current Lakers situation even more stark. He's not fading, he's repositioning. What does it mean for the Lakers that they failed to lock in a superstar who is clearly not ready to hang up his shoes, and who is actively looking for his next great challenge? The notion that LeBron James might have 2 more stops in him, or that his final decision isn't bound by a single year, completely reshapes the conversation. It highlights his superhuman dedication to conditioning and longevity, defying conventional wisdom about athletes his age. Why would anyone assume he's done after one more season, given his unprecedented performance levels? This isn't just about his physical prowess, it's about his mindset. LeBron is a competitor to his core, And if he believes another championship tender now, win another ring, and then consider the Cleveland farewell. The Lakers, unfortunately, are caught in the crossfire of this long-game strategy. If LeBron is eyeing multiple stops, it diminishes the significance of any single season with one team. It means their one-year window, if that's what they believed they had, is effectively irrelevant to his overall plan. The constant questioning of how many years left does he have is a testament to his enduring greatness, but it also creates an unstable environment for any franchise hoping to build around him. They can't assume he's their long-term future. This perspective is a devastating blow to the Lakers, who built their entire recent strategy around maximizing LeBron's final years. Now, it seems those years might not be entirely theirs. If LeBron is truly playing the long game, how does this impact the Lakers' ability to build a sustainable contender in the post-LeBron era, especially if his departure is extended and multifaceted rather than a clean break?
I keep going back to what Brian Windhorst says about if these teams make moves to attract him in. And I think about some of the teams, what could they do? Or what could be available for him? I don't think it's as simple, CC, as just straight up basketball fit. For example,
this clip introduces a fascinating layer of complexity. Brian Windhorst's insight that these teams make moves to attract him in, and that it's not as simple as just straight up basketball fit. This is the LeBron is 10 steps ahead theory beginning to unfold. It hints at the idea that LeBron's decision-making process is multifaceted, extending far beyond on-court chemistry. It suggests general managers and owners are playing a high-stakes chess match, anticipating not just his basketball needs, but his broader business and personal ambitions. For the Lakers, this is yet another blow. It implies that their traditional appeal, market size, history, lifestyle, might not be enough if they're not engaging with LeBron on these deeper, more unconventional levels. If it's not just straight-up basketball fit, then one of the Lakers failing to offer that other franchises might be willing to explore. It opens up a Pandora's box of possibilities that might expose the Lakers' blind spots. Stephen A. would seize on this to argue that the Lakers perhaps became too complacent, relying on their brand rather than actively innovating, and catering to LeBron's unique demands beyond the hardwood. The very idea that teams are making moves to attract him in on unconventional terms highlights the Lakers' failure to understand the full scope of what it takes to retain such a singular star. What innovative, non-basketball related moves could LeBron be expecting, and are the Lakers equipped to deliver on them? The myth of LeBron's impending retirement, debunked in this segment, is a game-changer. It means the Lakers weren't just losing a veteran, they were potentially losing a few more years of peak or near-peak performance from a generational talent. His superhuman conditioning isn't just for show. It's a testament to his dedication and his belief in his own longevity. This extended horizon allows LeBron to be incredibly selective, to dictate terms, and to explore every conceivable avenue for more championships. For the Lakers, this realization must be gut-wrenching. They might have squandered years of LeBron's prime by failing to build a consistently dominant team around him. The narrative of his last year being Cleveland, but not necessarily this year, paints a picture of a player meticulously planning his final acts, not just reacting to circumstances. He's a chess master, always several moves ahead. This perspective directly implicates the Lakers' management. Did they truly understand LeBron's ambitions? Did they provide the infrastructure for a multi-year championship run? Or did they allow the narrative of his age to cloud their judgment and strategic decisions? The implications are severe. The Lakers might have prematurely conceded LeBron's long-term commitment, enabling him to look elsewhere for sustained success. This is not just about a superstar leaving. It's about a franchise's fundamental misunderstanding of its most important asset. How can the Lakers possibly rebuild their image and competitiveness if they cannot even correctly assess the staying power and ambition of the greatest player of his era?